This episode of Sibling Rivalry is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. From downtown hotels to cozy cabins in the woods, Booking.com has the perfect summer stay for absolutely anyone. You can find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com. When I book a place, I have two priorities: lighting and silence. If I can find my perfect stay on Booking.com, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Hello, everyone. We are going to jump right in with our absolutely beautiful special guest. She is hilarious. You have seen her all over the world.
Yeah.
She has an HBO special, and now she has a special coming out on Hulu on June 13th called Father. Let's make some noise. Monét, you want to help introduce our guest? She's going to sit there and let me do all the
very
work.
fabulous, my friend.
And my friend.
No,
Okay,
Atsuko is absolutely my friend.
Atsuko will clear this up.
I knew Atsuko way before you did.
Atsuko will clear this up. Give it up for Atsuko.
Oh my God. Hello. Hi, beautifuls. This dynamic is too fun to watch. But sometimes I get scared. I'm like, oh, they mean it. They mean it. And I really kind of, sometimes I don't know.
We do.
We do.
We do.
I guess I could
Absolutely.
see that because I had heard you live not too far from each other. There is a way, like you're in the same town right now.
Yeah, we're
Monét's
close.
3 minutes from me.
Yeah, I
Yes.
live 3 minutes on the road from Bob.
Right,
But
right.
the restraining order is...
The restraining order that Monét put.
I enacted the restraining order for sure.
Nigga, she's a little bitch.
Oh
and she
my
had to get the law
God.
involved.
Yeah. Atsuko's grandmother gonna watch this, Bob. Be careful.
What's the restraining order where it's just 3 minutes away? This is good. Like
Yeah,
this.
it's the SR law. It's a new one, Sibling Rivalry. The SR restraining order, but it's something that we had to work out with our lawyers, and it should be rolling out nationwide soon. Around the time Trump rolls out his gold card, $5 million gold card, this should roll out around the same time.
Oh my God, where you love the person like enough where it's like, okay, 3 minutes away is good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the thing
you
is
said
that
you told me back then that you have a Bob in your life, that you are Monét and you have a Bob in your life.
oh my God,
Yes,
Atsuko,
yes.
who's your Bob?
My grandma. So Bob embodies a Taiwanese 90-year-old grandma.
Honestly, that scans. That sounds like Bob the Dragon 100%.
I'm an icon, is what you're saying. I'm an icon.
Yes,
how
I
you
mean,
doing?
people love her. People love her. I'm good. I feel it's so wild. I mean, I feel like more of Andy than the two of you.
I
And
know
he's
you've been
not
hanging out
here.
with Andy. It's very upsetting to me that you hang out with Andy way more than me. Like I'm like jealous. Y'all went
And
to
it's not
Disney
an
together.
upgrade. It's not an upgrade.
I am not superficial. I am about, I'm just about human connections, whoever it is. I don't care about followings or followers.
Yeah.
Can I tell the fans something that you just told us? Atsuko said that she just woke up, and you look great for someone who just woke up. This is like, do you? I know you probably get this question a lot. I don't want to harp on this because you probably can't talk about the haircut more than you've already spoken about it. But like, did you have to because are you shake up and like ready to go?
No. This is product, there's heat protection, some sort of spray. I got at Nashville to, there's combing.
That was moonshine.
Yeah,
Moonshine.
right? I know. It's hard for me. Nashville is one of those places where every time I go, there is, I don't feel, I leave not feeling good, Do you feel that way?
This is valid.
I've never played Nashville. I've only in drag or in my stand-up career. I've only ever I did Tennessee one time. Bob and I did Memphis, Tennessee, on our tour in 22. Remember, Bob?
I do remember my cousin came.
Yeah, we did Memphis, Tennessee. And that's the only time. That's the only. I've never done anything else in drag. I mean, which thank God because drag is fucking banned there anyway. So
exactly. Yeah. So exactly where,
yeah,
and that feeling is there. You know what I mean? Even just me trying to look for I needed a hair trim in Nashville. And so I was like, of course, here, out of all places, I need a hair salon that understands. But, you know, they all do long blonde hair. They're all doing the, you know, the country music long blonde hair. And
if you came out with the if you came out with the Kim Zolciak, people would be like, what is happening?
Oh my God. Oh, Atsuko, you need to come over to my house one day. We're just gonna just plan some wigs. I want to put Atsuko in a middle.
But her name is Atsuko.
Atsuko.
No, you're saying Atsuko. Her name is Atsuko.
I said Atsuko. That's my accent, bitch. That's how I pronounce words.
You were saying Atsuko. Her name is Atsuko. God.
Here we appreciate all cultures, all accents.
Thank you very
all
much.
Intonations.
Thank you.
Also, you don't let this bitch butcher your name.
I just come in with an announcer voice once in a while. That's how we'll settle this. Here we are all-inclusive buffet. What?
but could you imagine Atsuko wearing this wig right here? Miss Orange right here.
Would you try on some wigs for us one day?
I would love that.
That would be a great video. That would be a great video for the channel.
I just had to clean out my closet I had like really cheap ones, you know, when I was like a dreamer. And I was like, oh, maybe. But
yes. we got to be me and Monét, we got some nigga wigs. So we can't put you in our like dreadlocks and our brain. We have to really curate the wigs, Atsuko.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
Definitely no dreads or cornrows or braids.
But we wanted that dreadlocks.
This is. I mean, it's orange, so that's different.
You better have her like Adele with bantu knots and the Jamaican flag with a big.
No, she do this one. I think that won't be fine.
Monét, do not put that wig on. Don't let Monét get you gathered. Monét be trying to get people canceled. I'll make sure I'm there for the wig trying on because Monét will do some goofy shit.
Okay, so we're settled. We're gonna do sibling. We're gonna do sibling wiggery. Atsuko's gonna go over and we're gonna put a bunch of different wigs on her.
We love, yes. And it'll be in private, but yes, for sure that, you know, when it gets dicey, I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep this haircut. That's chill.
Why did I think you lived in New York? I would have bet I would have bet the whole fortune. I'd have been like, if it came down to double Jeopardy and they were like, the category is Atsuko, and I'd be like, you know, I think I'm going to be pretty good on this.
Damn, that's very low stakes if that's the category. And then you're on double Jeopardy? Oh my God.
And if the answer was like Atsuko lives here, I'd be like, what is New York City? And I would be so confident having bet everything. I would have gagged when they said LA.
When they said 3 minutes away. As well. When they said actually Monét and Atsuko live together.
well, you know how we met, Bob. I was flying to whatever it was, and then I'm coming into Delta, and I see someone in this beautiful, like colorful kaleidoscope, this like extravagant big duster coat. I was like, who is this person? I look up and I was like, we had never met before. And I probably look like a crazy person. I was like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan of it. She was like, Monét. I was like, oh my God, you know who I am. And then we kindred spirits connected and we exchanged numbers. And then it's been herstory since then. Honey.
Yes, and that was LAX, and I love that Delta line. I love that Delta priority at LAX.
Yes, 100%.
But yes, it's because Bob and I met in New York, and so, you know, people could guess LA, New York all day, but when there's fashion going on, people guess New York.
Yeah,
this is true. 100%. That's what it is.
When there's fashion,
you have a New York vibe. You have the vibe of a New Yorker, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's why, I would guess y'all are New York too. LA's, you know, workout clothes all day in the streets.
Yeah. I do think that you are one of those people who could be like you could pull an Adele, right? So like Adele says that when she doesn't want to be noticed, she will literally just wear bright colors and a hat and no one will know who she is. She's like, I just walk the streets. Because she only wears black on stage. She only wears black. So if she just wears like a bright color.
Do you mean the bandeau knots?
The bets not. Besides the bets not from the Jamaican flag.
When you say she wears black on stage, when you say, oh, that was her in the streets. She only wears black in the streets. On stage.
Yeah, she only wears black culture in the street. She only wears black.
Oh my God, that's the streets. That's the streets.
Honestly, I love this
think
picture.
that if you dress in all black and put on a blonde wig, I really think that you could. I genuinely think that you could go on stage at your own show,
Mm-hmm.
and people will be like, "Oh, this is the opener."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you're so synonymous with your bowl cut and with your bright festive fashion.
Which, by the way, I love what you wore in your special. Those pants. Whoa, was it a skirt or were they pants? I couldn't tell, but they were fierce.
It was a skirt. We put some wiring in it to look kind of like a flower petal.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, gorge, very beautiful.
You put it in there yourself, or someone else did? Do you do any sewing?
No, I do not have really skills at all. Besides, yeah, I can dance a little bit. I just stand up.
You killed that opening. Because here's the thing. I'm one of those people. You could tell she's like the singer version, like someone who like, oh yeah, I don't really sing. Then it comes to karaoke. Right. I feel like that. Because you say you're not a dancer, you was busting it out at the beginning of the special. You are a dancer. You dance a lot when you do comedy.
I'm gonna name some comedians. You tell me if you think you're a better dancer than them. Okay?
Well, okay.
Here we go. Do you think you'd be a better dancer than Chelsea Handler?
100%. We already know this. We've done this. We've tried dancing together.
Do you think you'd be a better dancer than Mateo Lane?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I see that.
Do you think you'd be a better dancer than Nicole Byer?
With Pole, I don't know. I mean, she has that upper body strength now. So
yeah,
she does, and those legs, yeah, and she has very strong legs.
Oh yes.
She posted a video the other day. She was in these they look like 8-inch platform stilettos. I was like, she better work. I can't. At 35, at the humble age of 35, my body cannot wear those kinds of shoes anymore.
Here's my last one. Do you think you'd be a better dancer than Bianca Del Rio?
Yes.
Yes, but we're comedians. We're not known for dancing, so I'm like pretty good for dancing. I'm just afraid to be like, yes, I dance, and then there I am having to audition for Step Up 7. You know what I mean?
I feel like you've been a beautiful addition to Step Up 7
as part of like an Asian dance crew that's like the antagonists or something. You know what I mean?
Start the campaign right now. Let's go for Step It Up 7.
Well, would you ever do like Dance with the Stars situation?
Oh, I guess so. I don't really watch that show. Are you into that?
I'm not,
right?
But apparently it's still huge. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, oh yeah, season whatever it is, it's bigger than it's ever been before. I'm like, really? I think I don't hear about it anymore, but it's still going on.
I think I'm not big into like the foxtrot, you know what I mean? And things like that, right? Like, and the ballroom. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think so. That's so many weeks of your life. I mean, look at me trying to win already. That's so many weeks of your life that you're missing for what, 3 months if you win.
Are you competitive? Are you competitive?
Not at all. I went to game night at Monét's and I was like pretending. I was pretending that I was competitive, but I was like, I could lose right now, and I would be happy. I would be happy to just watch these people.
There was one game night at Monét's where this singer, one of Monét's opera singer friends, was she was trying to lose the game, and she ended up winning the game.
Wait, my friend?
Your opera singer friend, the one who was like, she was like, I think I'm a little high. And then she felt bad that she was the witch.
Oh, yes.
And I wasn't going to spill her name. God damn.
Leave it out. I don't know she doesn't. Yes.
Monet's like, last word of her social. And she felt bad that she was the witch and she was killing people. But then she was like, guys, I'm the witch. I feel bad. Please don't attack her. And everyone was like, no, it's the one you told us not to attack.
Yes.
And then this bitch won the fucking game. So I don't know if she was not competitive. I don't know if that was a brilliant strategy, but it was great.
I was going to guess that game, that it's that, one where you have to deceive. right?
Mhm.
Being aloof in that kind of game is a way to win.
Could you
Yeah.
deceive?
No, I'm too honest. I will be like, I am. I did it. You know,
That's the
with
opposite.
blood on my hands. I'd be like, yeah.
That's the opposite of Bob. Bob is a liar and a deceiver. Bob is very good at these games because he's good
I
at
know.
deception.
Yes, I know. An icon. How about you, Monét? Are you a truth teller?
I'm a truth teller. So in games like that, I tend to what? What's that reaction?
Remix. Are you making up history? We have entire clip. We'll talk about it after the break because that was you're trying to do it to Atsuko, right? You know what? We'll be back. Atsuko, she's trying to spin you right now.
Okay.
She's trying. See, Monét does she's trying to do the groundwork for the next time you come over to the next game night. She'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to tell Atsuko that I am a really honest person. I never lie. I don't like to lie." Monét's doing the groundwork now. But I know how you play the game. I see how you play, and Monét loves to lie. It is her favorite pastime.
That is not true.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. Next time, if there's money involved, maybe we'll all really show our true selves. You have
That's
to
a good
up the
idea.
game. You have to up the game.
Everyone needs to put $40 in. Everyone needs to put $40 in.
Maybe a little more than that. Like a little more where we're all a little uncomfortable about how much money we put in.
I would say that starts at $75.
75.
And $100 is like, I am now willing to hurt your feelings.
Oh my God, that's actually, y'all, that's a good idea. Okay, so the next game night, we have to pick a game where there's a pot. And also, like, if we play like...
Oh, there was pot last time. That's why you're...
if we play Secret Hitler, everyone playing puts in $100, right? If we play Secret Hitler, if the fascists win, they split the pot. Or whichever one, kind of like traitors, whichever fascists are alive at the end split the pot. And if the liberals win, they split the pot. That's such a good idea.
Right?
To be clear, you are talking about running an illegal gambling den. I just want to go ahead and put it out there.
Right. No, it's a test. It's a test of who's gonna be their true selves. You know, are we that sweet? Are me and Monét that truth tellers? You know what I mean? Is Bob actually a sweetie? And you know, it's all a front.
And you know he is. It's a front.
You talk about having a hard time making friends, which in your special, which I find interesting because like you seem so lovable. You seem really approachable. You seem like someone that people want to approach.
And it's me running at you face forward at an airport, like, oh my God.
Probably too much of a people pleaser a little bit though. It's more like, you know, I'm hard on myself probably.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And not everyone understands. Not that we care about Nashville, but I was there on like Halloween night. My show was on November 1st, and we were at this hotel. You know, everyone there is dressed like Elle Woods. Everyone is Elle Woods. Hundreds of Elle Woods.
They weren't in costume. That was natural.
But they did try to have a chihuahua in their purse. At least they did that. And then we're all pink, right?
There it is.
And then I was stuck in an elevator with a bunch of them. They're all like bachelorette party vibes. And one of them just goes, a nice costume. And I go, oh, I'm not wearing a costume. And then she goes, oh, so you just look like this on a Thursday? And the whole elevator, I'm like, why is this elevator so slow right now?
Oh my God.
What did you think you were dressed as?
You see, you just spin. Every time I'm in Nashville, some weird comments like that. Just like, I don't know. I was like, they're just not used to the hair, my face. You know what I mean? What is it, right? But of course, you're the one spiraling. And
You're
just
right.
things like that where, you know, it'll make me crumble.
But I think to your point though, it's the specifically in your special when you're talking about adult friends, because I agree. As an adult, I mean, you do have certain gems where like I met you and Ryan, or we become friends, but like I am at this age, I'm not trying to like. I know people who, as adults, actively be like, okay, I'm gonna go out tonight and make some friends. I'm like, no, bitch, I have friends. Like if I meet someone, it happens organically, sure, but adults who set a mission to like go make friends, I'm like, that's it. I don't have that in me. I have all the friends I want, and the new ones that happen organically, I welcome them.
I don't know if I've ever set a goal to make friends, but I will set out to make friends with someone. Does that make any sense? Like now,
No.
like for example, like this past year, or maybe a little more than a year actually. My timeline's fucked up, but like I was like, I want to hang out with Jasmine W and Amber Wallen. Like I want to be their friend. Like I want to find out if we can be friends. So I wasn't like in the world like who like it's not like hunting for deer. It's more like hunting for Moby Dick. Like I don't want any whale. I want that whale. Whereas I feel like me hunting for deer, like any deer I see, I'm gonna shoot it. You know what I mean?
No,
I'll just shoot my friends and hunt them.
And that's scary to have a goal though, because they could not reciprocate, you know?
Right.
Oh, I've had
awkward.
that. Oh, baby. I've set out to make friends with people and they were not into it at all. But I would rather that than I think I want to be your friend. We don't want to be friends. And then I find out like I'm not into you, but you still want to be friends. I would rather be rejected than have to reject someone.
Oh, that's so hard. Yes.
How about you, Oscar? Would you rather reject someone or be rejected?
I would be rejected all day. I'm submissive. Yes. I am a people pleaser. I do not like conflict. I do not like telling someone, hey, it's because like you do talk all the time. You know, I don't, what? And then what? Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Bob,
would you rather be rejected or reject, Monét?
Well, but Bob, you know me. It takes me years to stop doing things I don't want to do because I feel bad hurting someone's feelings.
Oh, yeah.
I would do something to the bitter end. I'd be like, if I'm like Monét, you have to. I'm like, no, girl, it's fine. I'm working through it, girl.
And I get heartbroken having to reject someone, but I also feel like at this point in my life, I've learned to take rejection very well. And my therapist, shout out Dr. Shelley, my first therapist, she was like, oh, you move on really quickly. And I was like, I know I'm dragging this out. She goes, no, you're not. She was like, you actually move on really quickly.
Wow. Your first
and Monét,
therapist.
it's because you won't get out of my life. Monét, if you get out of my life, I will move on. You are reinfecting the wound.
I was like, can I meet this Bob that moves on? Can I meet this person?
Meet my nuts, bitch, with your lips.
Dragging I would love to meet this Bob that moves on. I'll just go, Bob and I are still hatching out fights that we had 6 years ago about things.
What's your part in this? Oscar, I feel like you attract craziness. Something about you says, be crazy around me, do crazy things near me. I was watching a clip of yours online and there was a breakup.
Right. Yes.
In the middle of your show, you really went into full therapy mode. Everyone was rooting against the girl. They were all rooting for the guy.
I know.
Can you explain the scenario for people who may have not seen this viral clip of yours?
Yeah, I'm always telling people to be their true selves, so it is my fault. But and I do thrive in chaos. Yeah, I mean, they were in the front row of a show at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, so I had to acknowledge it. They just get up. They're just like, fuck you, I'm leaving, you know? And it's like front row, so there's no way I could just ignore it. She got up. And he's like, oh, he got up too. And so she starts taking off. And so I had to acknowledge it. I was like, what's going on? You know, and the girl is the one leaving my show. And the guy's like, I'm staying. I was like, well, this is progress. Usually it's the girl that's my fan, you know? And yeah, it actually, so it's a little darker than like I showed in the clip, but he was like drunk and he was kind of like excited. So he would shout out a lot during the show. And so she got annoyed. She was trying to tell him, like, be quiet.
Got it.
But, you know, I think from the clip, it looked like, you know, whoever's the one leaving is the bitch, right?
Yeah.
But you have to investigate. You have to know what's really happening. And so he stayed. And then Ryan came in and like, you know, grabbed him and was like, hey, you know, your lady's still out there. Let's go get her. Like it was the Karamo talk show or something. Like what? Now we're facilitating, you know, people getting back together.
I love
that.
God. That was gonna be my question. So how do y'all handle this? Like sometimes I do shows and like there is someone like I'm on stage doing my thing, everyone's having a good time, and you hear someone who was like reacting like so much more than other people and they having like a little like talking, and then I'm like, I don't want to give it attention, but I also want because I don't want to read them. And then so how do y'all handle that when someone is just too engaged?
Oh, right. Yes.
I mean, if someone is doing too much, I don't acknowledge them because they want the acknowledgement, and then
Right.
it seems like it is a permission slip to keep interacting, and now they think we have a duo show.
Right.
So I just ice them out, and then eventually they get the point. What do you do, Oscar?
Well, sometimes they're like, attention, attention. So you really have to say something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then I'll just acknowledge that, like, I do say that. Oh, now it's just a hang. And I'm trying to be nice too. Yeah, it's a fine line, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like kind of reminding them like, oh, you know, oh, look around really quick. Oh, look around. Yeah, see, it's kind of more like it's a show. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, there's more people here. Whatever it is, it depends on what they're saying, you know. It's
Yeah.
hard
I
when they're excited. It's hard
Yeah,
when it's because they were stoked.
Yeah, they're generally excited. They really want to do that, but they're just laughing louder than everyone in the room, laughing longer than everyone else. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Let me do my show.
I think that we should introduce a Wario World version of Osco to the world where you get to be mean. Like, but it's not you. It's kind of like doing it. It's kind of like a ventriloquist. Like, Osco's not mean. You know, maybe this is Abigail. I don't know who this is. You know what I mean? Maybe it's Osco. Sco's. I'm trying to say her name backwards. Osco. Scoats. Whoever it is. You have this Wario Watsko.
Yes, Watsko.
Watsko. I like Watsko.
Watsko wears black eye. So, like, let's say there's a moment happening in the show, and you're over it. You just go, "I'm sorry." You take out your black eyeliner. You put on black lipstick, and then you clip the bangs back. And now Watsko's here, and she is ripping people to shreds.
Clip the bangs back.
She's reading people down, letting people have it. And then once the threat has been neutralized, you unclip the bangs, you wipe off the eyeliner, you put back on some orange or red or, you know, pink lipstick. And then you just go, all right, so where was I? Oh, yeah. I like to stand in every corner of my apartment.
Oh my God. I do. I love that. That would be very freeing. But clipping the bangs back, oh, that's terrifying. Showing my forehead. I don't have one.
So listen, you don't have to do this. I want you to know that you're in a space where you can always say no. This is a safe space. But we could have a Sibling Rivalry exclusive where we could find out if you do have eyebrows. I don't have them, so you're in safe space. Could we get an eyebrow sneak peek if there are eyebrows? You don't have to lift it back, just a little up.
Oh, please. No, I am happy to show you. Okay. And what if there's a third eye? There's a third eye. It's blinking. It's blinking. I'm happy. This is why I haven't shown anyone. Okay. There's a little baby. There's a little baby that I've been hiding. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, ready? My forehead is very short.
Wait, before you show. Monét, we want to talk. What do we think we're gonna see? I think there are eyebrows there.
That's very sweet. Okay.
And I feel like they're thick Eugene Levy
Oh, yes. I would love
eyebrows. What do you think we're gonna see, Monét?
I think this call me crazy. I think we're gonna see flesh and skin under there.
Describe the eyebrows, bitch.
I think Atsuko's eyebrows, I want to say not Eugene. Eugene Levy is crazy. The girl, those are once a century kind of eyebrows. There's no way Atsuko has Eugene Levy has eyebrows up there. That's crazy. I'm gonna say they're nicely manicured, not overly bushy, but like a nice think of like 2012 eyebrow, like not like the crazy thick makeup brows, but the nice like thin like Got Mickey brows.
Because you wouldn't have to. Because if you would never have to get your eyebrows done because you don't really show them.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's very nice. You said manicured. You know, because sometimes I forget. I scream when it's windy. When the Santa Ana winds. When the Santa Ana winds are going, I do not leave the house because I'm like, oh man, this is too vulnerable.
Well, we'll see the eyebrows after this break. Okay, let's be honest. When was the last time you actually went to the doctor the moment you needed to? I've definitely pulled the classic, I'm too busy. it'll heal on its own. I don't even know which doctor to go to, but I can take care of that with a little bit of ointment. Listen, we've all made those excuses. Booking a doctor's appointment can just feel like another chore on the to-do list, but that's why ZocDoc exists. It makes finding and booking doctors so easy there's no reason to delay anymore. Now, have you ever woken up with like a swollen, itchy eye or a weird rash that immediately went full web MD detective? Yeah, we've all been there. Or you go in like, TikTok doctor mode? Yeah, I've been there, girl. But rabbit holes don't replace real doctors. ZocDoc helps you get the care you actually need. And let's be real, have you ever had a therapist whose only opening was Tuesdays at 11 a.m., or a dentist who won't stop talking while their hands are in your mouth, or a doctor you had to wait 6 months to see? Yes, baby, we've all settled at some point. But with ZocDoc, you don't have to. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, match your medical needs, and are highly rated by verified patients. Real patient-verified reviews. And once you find the right doctor, you can see their real appointment times and pick one that works for you and book instantly. Appointments made through ZocDoc usually happen very fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours, sometimes even the same day. I've used ZocDoc and it really helps make the whole process simple. You just open the app, the free app, find a great doctor who takes your insurance, and boom, you are booked. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/rivalry to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/rivalry. ZocDoc.com/rivalry. This episode of Sibling Rivalry is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. From downtown hotels to cozy cabins in the woods, Booking.com has the perfect summer stay for absolutely anyone, even that one friend who travels with their own pillow and backup pillow. Whether you're booking for yourself, your sleep light, rise early mom, or your high maintenance group chat that somehow agreed on that one weekend, you can find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com. When I book a place, I have two priorities: lighting and silence. I need a window that lets in the golden hour glow for selfies, and walls thick enough to muffle my snooze button symphony. Bonus points if there's a mirror taller than me and a couch that looks like it was curated for a lifestyle blog. If I can find my perfect stay on Booking.com, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. For Father's Day, I didn't want to just grab something and call it a day, okay? I've got more than one dad to shop for. My dad, my partner's dad, my other partner's dad, the whole crew. Quince made it easy to find gifts that actually felt thoughtful without making it stressful. Super simple and super solid. This year, I picked up a pair of organic cotton silk polos and European linen beach shorts from Quince. I gave them to my dad, and for once, the gift didn't end up with like a thanks, but I'll never wear this pile. You know what I mean? The quality was incredible, soft, lightweight, super wearable, and the price way less than I would have paid at a department store. Quince has all the pieces dads actually want to wear, from breathable polos to comfortable pants that work for every weekend hangout to nice dinners. You know how dads like to dress, like you're taking a kid to Six Flags. You know how they be dressing. And here's the part: everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with top artisans and cut out the middleman, so you get luxury pieces without the crazy markups. Plus, they only work with fabrics that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, and they use premium fabrics and finishes across the board. Honestly, this felt like a major upgrade from the usual like grill tools and apron that says "Kiss the Cook." For the dad who deserves better than basic, Quince has you covered. Go to quince.com/rivalry for free shipping on your dad's order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/rivalry. Quince.com/rivalry.
Hey, I know the video just cut off, and I know you're upset about it because you want to see the dolls. I know you do, but there is one way to see us. Go to our Patreon, right, Roberta?
That's right. And not only will you see the rest of this video, you're going to see so many exclusive videos. You get to see some of our one-woman shows. You get to watch our Untucked thoughts. You get to see, listen, there is, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's the best Patreon in the business.
100%. Bar none.
All right, let's get back to the episode.
Let's do it. All right, and we are back. Okay.
No,
Atsuko,
this
this
is
is
an exclusive.
yeah, I don't think anyone has ever
Mhm.
seen this. Ryan, come in the room, Ryan. You want to see some new shit?
He's
and I
hiding.
know on
He's hiding. He's frightened right now. I think I heard him lock the door, actually.
and I know
You-
YouTube is gagging because the video just got off.
Oh yeah, YouTube it cuts off of them. Yeah, it was great.
All right, Atsuko, let us see. This is move that bus.
Damn it. Oh, I should have taken the whatever. I'll show you to you. Okay, ready?
We're taking the what? The what? Wait, what is
I
it?
should have taken the break to draw something on my forehead, but whatever. Oh man. Okay,
That is
whatever.
This is so
funny.
exciting.
I had no time.
Wait, we
Okay.
can reset and pretend.
What? Well, I don't know what I would draw. I don't just like some
Are there do you have stickers?
sticker.
A poster that just says "Help me."
Just Tylenol. I'm sponsored. I'm sponsored by Tylenol.
Right, here we go,
Here we go. Okay, it's gonna be so underwhelming. It's so tiny, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
word.
you look like a different. I don't even recognize you.
Who is she? I did used to do this in the mirror because you know how this when you do a middle part
Yeah.
that's
Gen
like
Z.
that's leading lady,
Very.
right? This is Jennifer Aniston. This is leading lady, right? And then villain,
There it is.
right?
You're too sweet to be the villain. You're too sweet to be the villain, Atsuko.
Yeah,
You're
no
way
way.
too fucking
You're way
sweet to be
too
the
nice.
villain.
Okay, leading lady, art gallery owner,
There it is.
preschool
it is.
teacher.
Wow, we got a Sibling Rivalry exclusive work. That
Wow.
was brilliant.
So,
Love that.
Why
wait,
was
what-
it? Why was it paler than the rest of my body?
I have a theory. I have a
Oh my
theory.
god, it's malnutrition.
So wait, what were you studying in college?
I studied psychology for a little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow,
then,
Bob clearly doesn't listen to Monét Talks. So we talk about it on Monét Talks. Thank you, Bob, for assuring us you don't listen to my show.
This is true. I don't support Monét.
Wow.
And even though I love Atsuko, I had to avoid because of the Monét stuff. I actually have Monét on mute for this whole thing. I just read her lips and assume what she's saying. But why?
Oh my God.
What made you? How much college did you finish before you were like, it's a wrap? I'm out of here.
It was, I think, a year and a half. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. It was.
And what made you decide to leave?
Well, I was driving there too. I was doing like an hour and a half commute, but also
Each way?
Yeah, because I
Oof.
didn't want to live on campus. I don't know. I was living with a boyfriend at the time, and it was Santa Clarita. So I'm insane. Who
my
wants to live in Santa
God.
Clarita? Me.
I mean,
and then-
they have the Six Flags up there. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, right. And you just need to go once a year.
Yeah, not every day.
I don't
yeah.
know. Are you a thrill seeker? Where
I like thrills. I like thrills. I like rides. I mean, I like a lot of thrills. I wouldn't skydive. That's not for me. But thrills that are a little lower stakes, I'm into. That one seems like a lot of stakes. And I
Can we
could
cut
die.
to the clip of Monét jumping off a building?
Yeah, that's not jumping out of an airplane. And also that one you're connected to like 19 wires. The plane is just you attached to some motherfucker to you. Your whole life is in this person's one hands.
I know. Remember when I think it was like George Bush Sr. did that, and then he like skidded. Oh my God.
This is Monét saying she's not a thrill seeker.
Sky Tower.
Monét decided to vlog herself jumping off of a building.
Good, because it's once in a lifetime. Oh, it's so terrifying.
It was in Auckland, New Zealand. It was so fun. Oh my God, that wig. You know what? Can I tell you about that? So I went up there. I was like, I have a plan. I was like, I'm going to go in full drag. And I was just off of All Stars 4. So I was like, when I did the double kitty cat reveal, I said, okay, I'm going to wear 2 wigs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal it as I'm falling off. As soon as I left off that building, every thought I ever had in my mind evaporated. I couldn't find the fucking gumption to do my wig reveal.
Did you do the reveal? You land and then you do it? Is that? I mean, one hand is on the GoPro, the other hand is just holding your heart, right? I mean, what can you can't. Yeah.
Would either of y'all do that? Jump off a sky tower?
No.
Never.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Monét, I don't even go in the. I refuse to go into the ocean.
That's good.
Same.
What?
I just
Yeah.
learned how to swim. I am like a new swimmer.
Wow.
I will not set one foot in the ocean. I will go to the beach, but I don't fuck with the ocean. All I'll be on the ocean is on a gigantic ship, 100 feet off the surface of the water. I don't seek any thrills. I don't want to drive fast. I don't
You
want
get on
to.
roller coasters. That's the thrill. That's the thrill.
But a roller coaster is safer than your car. Like a roller coaster is like, oh, this is like there's a difference between an adrenaline rush and thrill seeking.
I think a roller coaster is a thrill. They're literally called thrill rides.
A roller coaster is called a thrill ride.
Yeah.
Are you just making up more things again?
I would.
Are you starting the Wikipedia page right now?
Thrill rides at Disneyland, and there's a bunch of roller coasters. Thrill rides at Universal. It's a bunch of roller coasters. They're called thrill rides.
Yeah, but again, for me, for me anyway. It's more of an adrenaline rush than like, for example, watching a scary movie. I'm not. There's no actual thrill. Even the movie called a thriller, I'm in no danger. Thrill seekers are doing stuff like jumping from building to building, tightrope walking, mountain climbing, running with the bulls, where there's an actual danger. I don't want any thrills where there's actual
thrilling
danger.
does not mean danger. Thrilling just means exciting. That's what it is.
Well, I don't want any danger.
It's not
Or like
danger. It's excitement.
Didn't you swim by sharks too, Monét? Or like,
oh my God!
there
Yeah,
were
I
like,
did. I went scuba diving. There were some nurse sharks and reef sharks.
and it was just you like nearby. You didn't have like, I don't know, what is it? You're in a cage or something?
No cage. But nurse sharks and reef sharks, they're like maybe like 3 feet, 3 to 6 feet.
Too
And
big.
they don't eat humans. They eat other fish.
Bitch, bite. You don't have to be eaten. You can be bitten.
They don't bite
Dogs
humans
don't eat
either.
humans
They're
either.
not
But that doesn't make them not dangerous.
I'll give you to the end of the year to find there are no reportings of nurse sharks or reef sharks biting humans. They bite and eat other fish. They don't bite humans.
They're called nerd sharks.
Neuro?
No, nurse.
When it comes to maybe danger, I am more like Bob, and then when it comes to maybe like just, I don't know, spirit or something, I'm more like Monét. But yeah, I saw you swimming in the ocean deep, and I was like, whoa! That's bottom feeders right there, probably. Where I did like bob around at the like near the shore once, but I was screaming every time the waves were coming.
Wait, so when y'all went to Disneyland, did you get on Tower Terror, the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes, but I kept they were like before we started, I kept asking to get off. By the way, your boyfriend, a thrill seeker.
Yeah,
okay?
He is.
Everything he was like, yes. Every time they would shut the doors. They shut the doors on you. You're in like an elevator. It's frightening.
I love
have
that ride.
traumas in elevators from Nashville.
Well, the South is scarier than going to the South is scarier than going to Six Flags.
It is.
100%.
They shut the doors and I said, excuse me, can we please? I would like to get off. I said that 4 times. And then I felt bad. I was holding everyone up in the ride. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. And yeah, so that's the scariest ride.
I hate to do this in front of company, Atsuko, because I'm really not the type of person who'd ever be petty, because I would never ever do that. But anyway, Business Insider has an article. It's really quite stunning.
Oh no!
It says a model was bitten by a shark by a shark while on vacation in the Bahamas, and now says she is facing the sexist backlash. She was bitten by a nurse shark.
I said a reef shark.
You said nurse sharks and reef sharks. Anyway, I didn't need it at the time. It took me less than 3 minutes to find that.
Dang. So it's like this. So is there always, Bob always has a laptop out for when y'all are hanging out?
Oh, I Google everything. When you have friends like this, you have to fact check. When you have friends like that one over next to you,
wrong side.
You have to fact check,
wrong
honey.
Side. I say this every time. I'm always to your left.
No.
Yes.
But you're into science, right? Like, so Monét's into. I feel like you're. Yeah.
Well, Bob, famous in this podcast, wanted to abolish libraries, which I believe in libraries. Bob doesn't like libraries.
And Monét wanted to abolish antibiotics. So I guess we all got crazy things we
Well,
do, huh?
we all, it was the thing where before I had health insurance, and I thought the doctors, Atsuko, were just trying to scam me for my money. I'm like, if I feel better, why do I need to finish the antibiotics? I can just save it for the next time I'm sick. That's what in my brain that made sense.
Sure, right. Stretching it out because
Yeah.
because medicine has failed us.
Exactly.
You know?
And I do want to repeat on this podcast, it is very important. If you are prescribed antibiotics, finish the entire round of antibiotics prescribed to you. Do not stop your antibiotics once your symptoms go away. You will be you could be creating a superbug or even a tolerance against antibiotics. That being said, you are a model. You're not just a comedian. You are a full-fledged model. You are a stunning, stunning woman.
Girl.
You did this Vanity photo shoot, like this Vanity Fair shoot. Tell me about that experience.
Oh my gosh, it was the first time they put me in wires and had me flying in the air.
Yes.
Me as a non-thrill seeker, I was like, how long? They were like, you're a football player. You are flying in the air. You are catching. That was the first time I ever held a football. I said,
that's hilarious.
I kept dropping it. They were like, can you please? They were like, you are the quarterback. So I said, okay. And so I held the ball and I kept pointing. They had football players. They hired football players to like be in the shoot too. And so they were like, you are the quarterback. Pose like it. So I held the ball and I kept pointing at the football players like I was about to throw it at them. And they had to be like, stop, please stop. Quarterbacks don't do that. They don't point. And I was like, I said, why not? Why wouldn't you point at the person you're about to throw it to? They were like, because it gives it away. I was like, I don't know. What you have me doing something that's not of my interest, playing football, But I was in these like beautiful dresses, and in the air. Yeah, that was cool. I felt like I was in like Crouching Tiger,
I'm so goofy because I literally thought you were jumping. I did not know you were.
I was like, girl, you got hops. That is high.
Oh, incredible. Yes, yeah. That was all wires.
Wow.
I probably get 2 inches off the floor on my own.
Are you athletic at all?
I guess the dance, like, because I did dance like as a kid and stuff, like the former, a little bit because of dance.
The truth comes out. Oh, I can't dance. Now we find out that Atsuko has a full-on 8 years tap, jazz, ballet, lyrical, and hip-hop.
Yeah.
She's like, when I was at Juilliard for dance, that's when I realized.
That's when I dropped psychology, was to
this photo shoot looks like something out of like Top Model. Remember like when Top Model would Tyra Banks would have them do like as a model, you'll have to sell milk to as a basketball player playing football. And you're like, it's giving Top Model photo shoot. Like Tyra is off screen, Jay Manuel is there telling you, higher, Atsuko, higher.
Yes, that's what it felt like. Yes, but it was a man. It was a man being like, quarterback, you're quarterback. Okay.
I love that. I don't know much about football, but I love that you keep saying I was holding the ball. I don't know why a quarterback would hold the ball like a loaf of bread.
What are you holding? Is that your tissue box?
They hold, I think it's like this.
Oh. Wow, a natural. She's a natural.
They do this because they're not pointing, but this gives you leverage to throw the ball.
Got it.
Oh, okay, athletes. And the truth comes out here. And the truth comes out here. Excuse me? Former shot put? Former shot put?
Here comes Watchko.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. What? Oh, wow. Varsity football?
Imagine. I was the president of the drama club, honey.
There should have been varsity drama club. That would have been cool.
So yeah. Then real bullies would come out. Oh, you're just JV.
I know. Right? Oh my God. Like drama people need any more reason to be pretentious and annoying. The drama kids in my school were the most annoying. They were all sleeping with each other. They were all so rude. Ugh, the drama kids were the worst.
I'm
'Cause
sure the
they're-
singing department was great. I'm
We
sure
were-
the singers were lovely.
The singers were amazing. No drama. Because singers, we care about community. Like, we care about fostering community and love with each other. That's what we like, you know?
I did kind of half and half. I did theater the last year, and then we kind of worked together with like the choir a little bit
I love
because yeah.
So what is your issue with emojis? Why can you not decipher emojis?
I throw a lot around too because I don't have time to be like witty in text, you know?
Uh-huh.
When people are really witty and funny, I'm like, oh my God, that must have taken 10 minutes. I just want to let you know where to meet. I just want to let you know this is the restaurant we're meeting at. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do want to impress. And so I put emojis so people know that hey, this is meant to be nice, okay? And
Yeah.
or, I'm sending you love. And so I just use 4 over and over, honestly. It's, I guess, the hug emoji, the one that I was trying to just be nice with.
Yeah.
And then the heart and then like heart face.
Yeah.
I don't use
Like
that
the
much.
heart eyes, you mean?
Heart
Or the-
eyes, and then there's
yeah.
one where there's hearts all over your face, like someone
Yeah.
just kissed you.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll use a group. I love you putting an emoji in a group text. First of all, I don't love a group text. And I hate when someone in a group text, this is not to shade Android people. I'm just saying, when someone in a group text is with an Android device, you can't leave. Because group text with only when it's all Apple people, you can like leave the conversation. When there's just one viral Android person in it, you're locked into this group text until people just stop texting.
Oh, wait,
So-
Ryan's unlocking the door right now. He's coming back out. He's gonna fight. No, he's an Android person. And
Oh,
at
is he?
Disneyland, it was a issue.
I got my Pixel. And also,
Oh,
to
you're
be
a
clear,
Pixel too. Oh, wow.
and to be clear, us with Pixels, we can leave. I can leave, and you're trapped in the group text that I created.
Oh my God, I should have known everything when you were saying that it was pointed at Bob.
Mhm.
It's
It
always
was.
Atsuko. If there's ever shade, if it's mean, if it's nasty, if it's rude, if it's distasteful, if it's bullying, it's directed at me. If it's coming from macaroni and cheese, it's directed at me. My favorite emoji is this one. I cannot
Wait,
stop
you're
using this
frozen.
emoji.
I can't see it.
Oh, show us, yes.
This is my favorite emoji.
Is he frozen for you too, Atsuko?
No, mm-mm.
Oh, no, he is.
That's my fave. I love
I'll
that
show
one.
you what he just did.
Oh, that one.
I can't do it right.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love
Can you
that
describe
one.
it for our audio-only listeners?
So,
Thank you, Jacob.
So you all can do this at home. Close one of your eyes, stick your tongue out, and kind of smile. But your tongue's a little to the side. That's the way, and it's like, "Dah." In my mind, the sound that goes with that emoji is, "Dah." I was just playing.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that one. I can see with emojis, context matters often. If you send that after, like, maybe someone you've hooked up with or someone you want to hook up with, it has a really you're not telling them now. You're telling them like, hey, like I think context matters with all the emojis.
I wouldn't send that to someone I just hooked up with.
Because they might get confused.
It's fun and
Yeah.
flirty.
Yeah. I guess it is fun and flirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, so much is like connected to food. I don't know why that one's like, that was tasty. What? I must read.
Tasty.
You're hungry.
I'm
You're
usually
fully
just
starving.
always starving. I like the other one that's like more wacky. It's also tongue out, but the eyes are crossed. Like
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And-
one?
and
I'm going to
your-
give it a shot. I'm going
And
to
the
give it a
head
shot.
is tilted. And the head is tilted.
Can I
to the
cross my
side.
heart? Like,
Yeah. That
Oh,
one.
that
Oh my
one.
God.
Yes, I like that one too.
Can you-
So we have a game that we want to play with you, Atsuko, and Jacob, our producer, has prepared it where he's going to give us emojis and we're going to decipher them. Jacob.
Ooh, nice. Fun.
Yeah, so I have some obscure emojis. You're just going to talk about them, what we think this means, and what situation you would use this in.
Okay.
So to the listeners at home, this is a woman with, it could be a bob, it could be longer hair, but it's a white lady with she could be also be Hispanic. She might be
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
you know,
And
Right.
she's wearing a purple sweater and she has her hands over her head. Like her arms are around her head and they're over her head, like slightly overlapping. Atsuko, what are we looking at? What am I telling you?
I
So
have-
just to be clear, I just left your house. We had a wonderful evening. We had pizza. We ordered out. and I just send you just this emoji. What am I trying to communicate?
I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it's saying. But you
What is
Really?
it? Game for
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Atsuko.
I have no idea. Is she saying that everything was perfect, so her entire body's saying yes? She's circling the night?
There we go. Monét, what do you think's happening here?
Okay, so if we're just out, I was at your house, had a lovely dinner, I left home, I said, okay, I'll let you know when I get home. When I send this, that means I got home. I'm home.
For real?
It's a house.
I'm home.
It's a house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm in my
home.
house.
Her arms are not long enough to do that.
And we're
She
not
needs-
body shaming.
No, I know, but they drew her, so why not give a little more arm?
That is
I
true.
don't understand. That's a house?
Yeah,
You know,
like home.
Right. Okay.
So try that one out. Monét, can you give us the next scenario for this next emoji, please?
Okay, next to that emoji. Okay.
Okay.
This okay. So we all just went out. We had like a nice birthday out at a nice birthday party at someone's birthday. We went to Dave and Buster's for the evening, and then we're at the table and we're ordering food, and then a shady friend came and Bob texts this to you. What is Bob saying to you?
Okay. Should I describe this for the listeners?
Oh yes.
So this is what I think is a Chinese man. Because he has that's a Chinese hat.
That is Atsuko's voice, just so y'all know. That's not Bob. That was not Monét.
Oh, yes. No, this is me describing my people. But I think that's a Chinese man with a Chinese hat from back in the day, like Emperor Dynasty. And so, but that's what I'm seeing. Again, I'm not really good at, I've never been good at Pictionary.
You nailed that. We're at dinner, and I'm letting you know he's very sensitive about his heritage. He does not want to be called, and do not ask him. I'm just letting you know he really wants people to know that he is Chinese. So, Atsuko, you actually nailed that. That is exactly what I was trying to communicate. Thank you so much there.
Oh, my God. And to all the people out there who are Chinese and sensitive about it, get over it, okay?
Watts goes back. Here comes
Watts to go.
Hey, we accept you, all right? So that's why, yeah. Oh my God, these get harder.
So this is what has just happened. Okay.
This is y'all the yellow emoji with the smoke or bubbles around it. I don't know.
Well, so you have just we're in college now. Okay, we are in college. And I asked you, do you want to come over? You say, well, who's all there? I say, it's just me and Jacob. And you say, what are y'all doing? I send this emoji.
Oh my God. I didn't finish college. So
Same.
This is already cloudy. High five. So this is, okay. I said, who else is there? And you send this.
I say Jacob, and you say, what are y'all doing? And I send this emoji.
What are y'all doing? Yeah. This is really, maybe you both have a cold, and so you've turned on, so the humidifier is on. It's cloudy in there. And so that's what you're doing is just some self-care.
That is literally exactly it. Yes, Jacob and I have turned on the vaporizer. We have put tea tree oil in the in the humidifier. You are literally nailing these. We have one more. We have one more.
I can't believe.
Monét, what's the scenario?
Okay. So again, we're out for another birthday party outing, and then this time we went to the Golden Corral, of an all you can eat. We ate all the food, and then Bob goes to the bathroom and texts this to the group chat. What is he trying to say to us?
That there's
so you all know this is the emoji where he low-key looks half-baked. His eyebrows and his eyes are all kind of facing down. His mouth is smiling. There's drool, 2 driblets of drool, one significantly larger than the other one, dripping out of the side of his mouth. And it's not a face. It's not like the face like a human face. It's the circle like the Walmart guy from the early 2000s.
Oh my God, the Walmart guy.
What is Bob trying to say from the bathroom? I feel like he's saying, y'all, there's a better snack in here. I found one. I found him. He's get over here. He
Honestly, you
I
nailed
think
it. That is
you
Bob
have figured
behavior.
you're not bad at deciphering emojis. You're literally perfect. You figured almost all of them out. Yes,
Yes.
I am having a snack in the bathroom,
Yes,
which is
honey.
not out of character for me.
It's not at all. Bob done found a twink in the bathroom, and he's having his second dinner.
Oh my God. But to tell all the friends, but to tell everyone, get over here.
Yeah.
Also, you just got back from Europe. Do you have any other tour dates coming up? Where can people see you? You are so funny. You're so stylish. You are so charming. You're so fucking sweet. Where can people come? Where can someone come and break up with their girlfriend in the front row of your show next?
Oh my God. Well, that's Bay Area behavior. But so that's in the Bay. Oh, well, yeah, I'm just, and on AtsukoComedy.com is where all my dates are. My fall tour I'll be announcing very soon. So yes.
Exciting.
And
Yes.
your new special Father debuts on, congratulations, Hulu, HBO, Hulu. Your new special Father debuts on June 13th on Hulu. Big congrats, girl. That's so fucking fierce.
Thank you so much. Y'all are the sweetest, no matter what anyone says. And
No matter what we say about each other.
about
There
each
you
other, about each other. And thank you for having me on this dynamic duo.
Also,
of
your
the century.
special is debuting during Pride, and rightfully so. We love
Oh
that.
my God. Here's the thing. Really quick.
No, tell
Mateo's is this month with Hulu, right?
Uh-huh.
May. And I was telling Bob this because Mateo shot first. So he was like, I'll go May. And then, so Hulu was like, you got June. And I was like, doesn't that make more sense that I go during Asian month and Mateo get Pride month? And I think they said, well, Mateo said he's more than just gay. And I was like, well, yeah, yes, but yes, and I'm more than Asian, yeah, but I'm not gonna, but we tell the press that, you know what I mean? All Pride Month, it's going to be about the parades, commercials, all the sponsors. It's all Pride. And then I'm just going to be like, hey, watch me.
Well, you got these two queens over here who will be telling people to go watch your stuff. I'll tell people, I am more than black and gay, but I am mostly black and gay. I'm mostly, that's most of the whole thing, to be honest. That's like 70% of what this is,
Yeah. But you know what? We are happy to, accommodate. We love our honorary Asian Mateo.
Yes. Amen. Atsuko, thank you for coming on by the podcast. This is such a fun episode. We love you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
Y'all be sure June 13th, check out Father on Hulu, and go to Atsuko's social media to check out when the fall tour will be happening.
Yes.
And we love y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
Yes.